So, can you introduce yourself and what you do in the band?
My name's Benji and I sing for a band called Skindred.
Okay, so how's the tour been for you so far?
Fantastic. Every day's been great, man. Playing in front of more and more people, the band's getting more and more exposures. It's real good.
Have you got any funny stories to tell from what you've...
You tell me one. No, I got no funny stories to tell, no. I can't just, like, on tap, I can't just go, here's a funny story. Let's talk a little, let's get to know each other.
Right.
Let's go, man, what's it like?
Well, yeah, which has been your favourite day up to now?
What's been my favourite day?
Yeah.
Today.
Sheffield's good.
Sheffield's great, the shopping up the street. I went along to a place called, I think it's called Rock.
Rock Yours?
Yeah, just went up there, it was really cool. Got some t-shirts and some bandanas, really cheap bandanas. I like my bandanas. Yeah, it was good, real good.
Sweet, yeah. Yeah, it's not so bad. London's a bit too big.
I hate London, I hate New York, I hate Los Angeles. I hate all them places where people say they're cool and they're not cool. I do not like.
Go to Rotherham, that's cool.
Rotherham's cool?
Rotherham's not cool.
Well, I don't know, he's telling me, yes, you're telling me.
No, not Rotherham.
Okay.
So how did you come up with the name Skindred?
Well, Dan, the bass player, wanted something which represented something aggressive and also something mellow, which I think a skinhead represents the more metal kind of aggressive sound of the band, and the dread represents the more urban kind of dancey elements to the band. So we just took the skin and the dread, put them together like that.
That's awesome. Very clever.
Very clever, isn't it?
So, I mean, you've been together 12, 13 years now?
12 years is going to be, I think actually 12 years next year, it's 11 years this year.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
What are the highlights of the past 12 years?
Well, I mean, do you mean the band? Dude, let me show you something. The highlight is just doing it and keep on doing it when everyone else seems to be doing much better than you and you just head your head down and just keep going for it. That's what's important. I mean, that's a highlight in itself, you know?
Yeah, because you was in a band before, weren't you, called Dub War?
I was in a band called Dub War, and that was great. I had 5 years in Dub War, and I've had 11 years in Skindred, and I've had the whole of my career has just been a blast. I've had so much fun. I've met some beautiful people. I've met some real good assholes as well, you know. But mostly I've met some beautiful people, which is important. The whole of since I started making music as a kid, and just going forward, I've been blessed. I've been very fortunate, you know.
I mean, you had struggles when you were in that Dub War.
I never did that. I was pretty fast. What did you say?
Did you have like you had troubles when you was in Dub War?
I never
was it money and stuff?
Well, it wasn't troubles. I mean, when you sat in Australia twice, and you go to Los Angeles and you meet some beautiful people, it's not really fucking troubles, is it? I mean, the trouble came with the band being internal. When the band first broke up, I blamed the label. But then when I thought about it so much, I thought, you know what? They spent a lot of money and a lot of time, and it wasn't their fault that we couldn't make a fucking hit record. Do you know?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't blame the label now. When I look back, I go, you know what? We had a lot of good times. So at first, when I first started, you'd read that I was angry with the label, and I was at the time. But I think when you get distance from things, it's like any divorce. You sort of go, well, she wasn't so bad. You know? When you meet other assholes and judge them against them, you know? Yeah. So no, I wouldn't, it wasn't troubles like that. It was more like just internal wars within the band, you know? But you know what? I'm friends with Digby from Earache to this day. I'm friends with all the guys in Dub War, so something must have been cool.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's brought
and it's, yeah.
Fun, so, yeah. Did you, when you were starting up, did you think you would get to be where you are?
I would. If I thought it was going to be a couple of weeks, I wouldn't fucking do it, bro.
Yeah, because I was interviewing Beavis here last time, and they were saying everything good about you, saying you know, great vocalist, best one they'd heard. So, you know.
No, they're good boys, man. Sam's really cool. I like him a lot.
I mean, how would you describe your show to somebody that's never seen you before? Because I've never seen you before.
I'd say it's pretty much like, without pyros, we are the pyros. Very explosive. The music does the we got no lights. Well, there is lights on stage, but we haven't got nothing choreographed or anything like that. But the music speaks for itself. I'd say it doesn't matter what you like. If you watch Skindred, you're gonna go fucking hell. There's something in there I really like. You might not like the big fat black guy in front doing his thing, but you're gonna dig something in there. You know, there's something for everybody in Skindred.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people just like you, really. Just come for you.
Just a Benji fan.
Yeah,
that's cool.
So before, what music were you guys into before you started this band?
Well, you know what, bro? One thing, that's a really strange question to ask such an eclectic band. What music?
Because I can imagine you weren't into anything that you.
I was into. I was
into.
No, I mean, Mikey likes a lot of Otis Redding, and like, he was brought up on a lot of soul music, you know, and northern soul music. His father, because you got to remember, it's what your parents play when you first start out. That's what you're digging, you know.
Yeah.
And Mikey was listening to a lot of that. I know Aria was straight off the bat like Guns N' Roses, I know Dan, I've always been into a lot of dance music. He's from Southampton, so, and if you've ever been to Southampton, they really like their dance music. Craig David's from Southampton. You know? So, you know, yeah, so we're from different kind of musical backgrounds, but one thing we all love is you see, because in music, whether it's from Jamaica or from New York or London, there's something called rebellion in the music, you see, and that's what ties it all together. You know, for me, Bob Marley and the Wailers and the Sex Pistols could be the same band, because they're both screaming bloody blue murder, you know. Yeah. And anything I like, whether it's Billie Holiday, which is recorded in the 50s, or Nat King Cole or Frank Sinatra, it's all music with attitude. There's something gutsy about it. So when I listen to music, I don't listen to like, this is punk, this is reggae. I just listen to the attitude of what the vocals and the music is saying, you know, and the lyrics too.
So have you taken a lot of different genres of music and kind of crammed it into your own?
Well, you know what? I just do what we do. We do what we do. We enjoy what we enjoy. I mean, I was living in Florida for like 4 years, and the guys were going to dubstep dances and, you know, getting into all that thing. So when I came back, they were saying, "Oh, you got to check this dubstep stuff." And what the fuck is that? You know. So I went with them, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is good stuff." I think you got to keep an open mind with music. I think there's musical racists who fuck themselves, and they might as well be racists.
Most people are that.
Yeah. I think, you know, I don't like that. You know, I mean, I think everything's cool except for German techno. You know.
Well, maybe one day you'll.
Maybe one day I'll go,
like
fucking alright, I can see the light now. Sorry, Mr. German Techno Man. I see where you're coming from now.
I mean, your albums, where does the influences come from when you're writing? Do you write your own music, or do you get together?
Well, I personally like heavy music.
Right.
I do like more like sort of like southern metal, that Pantera kind of thing, Slipknot. I like that element. And then Dan will come with a more dancey, urban thing, you know. So when we write, we just write. We put things together. What normally happens is when we go into a room, we just make as much noise as possible. And then when something seems to fit, something seems to fall right, whether it be a melody, a lyric, or a chorus, or a bridge, that we just sit on that and then extend from that.
Right. You know. That's different from what a lot of bands do. So
I think
it works.
You know, look, well, like you said, if it works, if it gets you, whatever gets you there, it works. You know.
Yeah, that's cool. So you released your debut album in 2002, titled Babylon.
Yeah.
What reaction did you get when you first released this album?
Well, within 2 weeks within a month of releasing the album on BMG, we got dropped. But the record went on to be picked up by Atlantic Records in America, and it went on to sell in America. I think to this day, I think it's like 400,000 copies of the record's been sold, which has been good. We went to America. We spent 2 years in America touring the ass out of the place. You know, went in every nook and cranny, and we had what they call an alternative radio hit. So Babylon done amazing, and we came back, and we came back with Roots Rock Riot, which done great. Critically acclaimed. Fuck, that word always fucked me up. Critically acclaimed, and it just kept us going. We kept playing festivals, kept picking momentum, you know. And then we released an album called Shark Bites and Dog Fights, which was another, you know. And it's just we've just kept going and going and going and going, and you know, I mean, I don't do anything else except make music. You know, that's what I do. You know, so I've had a good life over there.
Yeah, I mean, you're doing a festival this year, aren't you? Download Festival,
Yeah,
main stage. A bunch of other festivals as well, so I mean, how excited are you for them?
I'm excited. You know what, bro? I'm the sort of person, if we were playing a small pub in Bradford, I'd be excited. I'd be excited to play Download. I just love to sing and I love to perform and make people just rock out. So no matter where I am, obviously the bigger the PA and the better the surroundings, the better it is. But I don't give a shit. I just love playing. I just love playing.
Yeah. So I mean, you've recently released your fourth album, Union Black. What inspirations went into this?
Well, the good thing about Union Black is we had all the other records I've spoke to you about. They were recorded in America, whether it be in Los Angeles or in Florida, and it was real nice recording with a British producer in England. You know, in the cold. Like, I mean, normally when we're recording, we go down to the beach in the afternoon and have a barbecue. There was no doing that in fucking freezing London in December, you know. So it's definitely like this is the first album where everything was, like from the producer to the lyrics to everything has been about the UK. You know, like I said, dubstep is a British thing, and using all them elements to make the record. You know, I mean, lyrically, you know, I drink in a pub where it's just full of sniffers and drug dealers and madness and, you know, fighting and violence, and it's gonna come on. Lyrically, it's gonna come out. It's gonna, because I don't get involved in all the madness, but they're all my friends from school. You know, and I live in that kind of environment. You know, I'm a tough guy.
It gives you something to write about, doesn't it?
Well, no, I mean, look, I think this is how I feel about musicians. Every person's given a gig to do. Like, you can only write what you know about. You know, I mean, and if you start trying to pretend you're into politics and all this shit, then, you know, I don't pretend that. I write lyrics from around the pub table.
Right.
You know, what I hear in the pub and what I see in the pub.
Do you have any personal favourites that you've wrote?
Of what? Lyrics?
Yeah.
I like Stand For Something. It's a song from Shark Fights and Dog Fights. I think that's badass. I enjoy performing that as well. And the kids, you know, dig it too. So.
I'm ready.
See, he's got my disease. He's got my disease now.
Yeah. How about a personal favourite of your new album?
Of the new album, I enjoy performing Warning, which we recorded with, she's saying, yeah, she likes Warning.
Yes.
Which we recorded with Jacoby from Papa Roach. But on this tour, I've got Sam to sing it. Sam from Me vs. Heroes.
Oh, right, yeah. I saw him earlier.
Yeah, he sings with that on stage with me, which is really cool.
Oh, that's cool.
He goes fucking nuts.
Yeah.
By then I'm tired as well, so it's good to have someone on stage bringing more energy.
How was it, recording this song?
Jacoby's like a badass. I mean, I sent him the song in the post, email thing, and he said he loved it and he had some stuff worked out. I said, send it back to me, let me hear what you're doing. He said, fuck you, I'm not sending nothing back to you. I'm coming to the studio just to deliver. That's ballsy. Because he could have come in and we could have went, ugh, it's fucking shit, mate, you know? But he didn't. He kept his shit together.
He's got the balls.
He knew he was delivering.
Balls.
That's right. He knew he was delivering the goods, and he came into the studio, and we said, "What you got?" And he sang it to us, and we said, "Just go behind this microphone and sing it."
Yeah.
And that was it. I think he'd done about 4 takes.
Alright, that's cool. What plans do you have after this tour? I mean, we've talked about Download, but any other?
Yeah, we got a shitload of festivals. We're going to Australia, God willing. We're going to play a shit. There's more festivals to be announced as well.
Yeah.
Got some dates with Papa Roach, got some dates in Europe with Anthrax. You know, so yeah. You know.
Well, alright, thank you for the interview.
Thank you, sir, for being interested.
Great.
Peace.